Tommy.
I'm Tommy, Tommy Tancock.
Who you all seen the film, wrote it together, and it's about 4 inept criminals to be who are in a car, and there's a ticking noise going on. I don't know. Sort of inspired a lot by like Snatch, Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels, 4 Lions, Reservoir Dogs. Very quintessentially British, I think, as well.
I remember one of the first conversations was Nat had like reached out to me and said, okay, well I've reached out to a production company basically, and they would love to have a chat about moving forward. So that's when I was like, oh, okay, this could actually be something that we could, I don't know, this could become material, do you know what I mean? Because I think when it's written down, it's easy to be like, oh yeah, well we're gonna do this, but I think then there's so many steps to go before that.
We did some fundraising and we're really, really lucky in the fact that we had match funding from the university we went to, but also some very, very generous donations came through, which were incredible and enabled us to actually make the short.
To be pushy with it was helpful and just get it out there, and you know, I think you sort of have to be a bit ballsy, I think, in that way, because you're asking people for money, but you just have to believe in it, I think, and push on.
We wrote the script, we redid the script quite a few times, and then we approached Devil's Avocado.
So my role for the production of Akimbo was the producer, so organising actors, going through contracts with actors' agents, sourcing locations, sourcing a schedule, kind of anything and everything that needed some organisation. I sort of threw myself into that to try and make sure that the project happened.
We all decided to co-produce together, which was really amazing. We weren't expecting that at all. So like, we've all sort of taken a risk on this film and we all love it, and it felt like it became everyone's baby, not just like mine and Tommy's, which is really nice because it's sort of like we're a team, which is what you want. We had an initial cast that couldn't make it for various reasons, and then we recast one of the roles and we ended up getting Jordan, who's Timmy, who's incredible, and then Ben, who plays Nathan, who is also perfect. And then we've got Ollie, who I went to drama school with and I've watched grow as an actor, and I know what he's like, and I actually wrote with him in mind for this character. And Tommy, who I wrote the script with, we had him in mind for the character whilst we were writing it as Kevin. And then we got them together in that car and it was just like magic, basically. We didn't know it was going to be perfect, but it was, yeah. The casting was just...
We got there on day one and it was super sunny, and we're just like, this is not what we need, this is not what we were going for with the look of the film. So we used that day to plan all the more technical shots. We had some ideas of something a bit different that we could use to make the film stand out a little bit. But that first day was really good to block out all of the movements, see where the car was going to go, where we were going to film, and plan the rest of the days. We sat down with Sarah and Nat to go through every single line of the film and know which shot we wanted to do, because we knew we only had 2 days to film, so it was important to be really organised to get stuff done on the day as efficiently as possible.
There's just a ridiculous amount of lessons that you're learning on such short notice. You've got to think on your feet. You know, there's a lot of things that crop up on shoot days that you've got to figure out. Myself, you know, I wasn't able to be there for the first day because I had food poisoning as well, which was crazy. So I was a producer, kind of lying in bed in between throwing up and texting the guys, trying to have some kind of input.
So day 2, everyone's feeling healthy, Joey's back in the game, and we set out to get cracking, ready to get those takes under our belt and get the film up and running. Weather again was just all over the shop, so we just wanted to make the most of the grey skies when we could. We had to break a lot for like really sunny spells that we couldn't even block out with the black sheets, but it took like a really big crew in the end of people helping out that weren't even involved in the film to be able to pull it off. So shout out to Harry for holding the screen. We shot until the sun went down as much as we could that day to try and get through as much as we could, and we did get a big chunk of it done on that second day, which really relieved the pressure for the third day, knowing that most of the film had already been captured to a level that we thought was good. We were cracking up all day, so everyone had a fun time. And I remember driving home, it was a really long day, everyone was exhausted by the end of it, but we're just so ready to get back out there for the third day and really put the icing on top of the cake. So yeah, day 3 was quite low pressure because we had all day to film. We knew that we had got most of it, and these were just the really fun special shots. It's playing with a drone, playing with some gimbal shots.
My favourite moment from the experience so far was when we were on the beach afterwards. It was just really nice and just really surreal, and just like, oh, we just made this little thing together, do you know what I mean? It was a really nice way to round it all off, and then, you know, running down, and yeah, it was nice. It felt really just like a nice seal to the filming process.
It's crazy that we've been able to do this in such a short space of time, with the amount of pressures that we had on us, with the amount of lessons that we had to learn at such a rapid rate. I can honestly, hand on heart, it's just down to having such a brilliant team.
Yeah, that first day, you know, meeting everyone and becoming intimate as a group so people can really feel free to share ideas, to do the best work that they can. And we always strive to just have like the most relaxed atmosphere we can while still getting stuff done, to really allow that open collaboration to come from everyone.
As an actor myself, that's what I've always really felt. When I'm working with people, that's the best environment to make magic happen. And when I'm working as a director with people, that's the one thing that I want them to feel is comfortable to express themselves and chuck ideas in as well. Like I'm never there thinking I've got all the best ideas. Like often the best things happen by accident as well. And I really, really love the collaborative process of filmmaking.
What I realise is amazing is you can be a director or a producer and wear whatever you think is one of the important hats, one of the decision-making hats, but everybody who's on set contributes to the overall culture of the experience and what life is like on that set.
And I think that's what that shoot was. We were all just sort of bouncing off of each other with ideas, like, and it made it what it is, which is very good, I think. If I could spend like a whole month doing what we did for those 4 days, I think I'd probably like cry with happiness every morning.
I know, hand on heart, everybody was gutted when it was over, and I think if you're left feeling that way, even though it's not a nice way to feel, I think you've probably done something pretty magical, honestly.
So I see the film, hopefully we're going to submit it to as many sort of film festivals as we can to get traction and also just get it seen. We're really proud of it, so I'm really, really excited for people to just see it and see the combination of people and like what we've made. So I think it's really special, but also I'm really keen to write more about the guys and how they came to be in this situation.
I mean, obviously it'd be great to see something else come of the short, you know, like a little, I don't know, like a limited series or something like that would obviously be like amazing, you know, just to develop this little seed that we've got now and let it, you know, bloom would be really good.
More fireworks, bigger explosions.
If I was to say, what would I do differently? Maybe have a little bit more faith and trust in myself that, you know, we can pull this off. I can pull this off in my particular role and have a bit less pressure on stuff. Like, it's okay to not have all the answers immediately.
But just to see, I think, the finished product and have that and have my name on it is something I think will be really special and like, oh, you know, I can do this.